Hi, my name is Julia Davis, and I co-host the Circle Holding podcast. This podcast is being used by thousands of people, maybe you as well, who have used it to gain insights into circle facilitation. We speak to people who've created spaces where people can speak without interruption and listen without judgment. This fundraiser has been created so that we can create our third series and continue to lift up the voices of people who are creating and building community through circles. Already, our podcast has shared the stories of people who have facilitated groups in schools that have prevented kids from not going to school and have built up their communities. We have spoken to people who have worked within their local community, within government, and in corporate environments. You'll discover how these circles were created and funded for their local communities. So people will be talking about how they have used funding to build circles for women in areas where they otherwise wouldn't have had the opportunity to speak, for young children. We've spoken to people about imposter syndrome, creating radical empathy, menstruality circles, creating circles for children to talk about sensitive topics, creating spaces for healthy masculinity, and funding when the community really needs to get together. We've looked at including diverse voices, embodied listening, running circles from home, and listening as compassionate leadership. We'd like to continue to be able to share these insights into building community. I really believe that circles and spaces where people can speak without interruption and listen without judgment are change makers, will make the whole difference between communities that are cohesive and communities that break apart. This podcast has been created to help you and others learn the nuts and bolts of doing this. You learn what a talking circle is, what the role of a host of a talking circle is, how to manage big personalities and big feelings, and how to support deep listening. We would love to be able to continue and build on this educational tool and for it to be free at the point of contact. In order to do that, we're asking you, if you can, to donate £5, £10, £20, however much you feel that you would like to, if you have been using and listening to this resource and finding it helpful for yourself and your community. Thank you. Any donation that you can make will be very much appreciated so that all the people who are involved with creating this podcast can continue to do their work. Thank you.